Hello, and welcome to Mexico News Network's Daily Report. I'm your host, Mara Thompson. Today we have new information for you, but first, don't forget to visit us at mexiconewsnetwork.com, as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, so you can always stay on top of all the relevant information on the positive side of Mexico and the world. Let's start with today's show. During the inauguration of the 29th edition of Cancun Travel Mart, the governor of the Mexican state of Quintana Roo, Carlos Joaquín González, manifested to the Secretary of Tourism, Enrique de la Madrid Cordero, the touristic sector's concern regarding the reduction of more than 30% of the federal budget for Quintana Roo in the next fiscal year. He also asked the federal official his support in front of the Congress to reconsider the strong impact this budget reduction would have for the largest generator of touristic revenue in the country. According to the governor, Quintana Roo represents 13% of the country's hotel offer. With more than 100,000 rooms, it is the #1 entity in hotel infrastructure in Mexico, with the largest number of 5-star and Gran Turismo lodging establishments, generating 40% of the revenue Mexico receives from tourism. During this business tour, the governor and Quintana Roo's Secretary of Tourism joined José Luis Martínez Alday and his wife in the inauguration of the Palafitos Complex, a unique lodging center in Latin America within the premises of the Hotel El Dorado Maroma, located in Playa del Carmen. Tourism should be for everyone, said the governor at the project presentation of the public touristic park Playa Langosta, an initiative of the National Fund for Tourism Development, which creates a public space for recreation with an investment of 15 million pesos that includes an entrance plaza, public access to the beach, a gazebo, restrooms, an outdoor gym, a playground, a resting area, deck chairs, and lighting, which contributes to Quintana Roo's accessible tourism. During the activities, the director of the Tourism Board of Mexico, Maria de Lourdes Vero Corona, and the president of the Mexican Association of Hotels and Motels, Rafael Garcia Gonzalez, were also present, as well as the mayors of the main touristic municipalities of Quintana Roo. Astronaut food is well known for being not exactly the most appetizing food around, due to the special characteristics it needs to remain edible in outer space. For several years now, NASA had been working to improve the taste, texture, and shelf life of food in space, when lo and behold, a young Mexican created a space taco, which made her deserving of recognition by NASA. Fatima Paola Vargas Lopez presented this dish made of tortilla, tuna, and beans with a garnish of cranberries and almonds on the Mars Global Trekker Teen Summit, which was held at NASA's Houston Space Center. This event aims to encourage young people around the world who are between 13 and 17 years old interested in science to seek more knowledge about Mars. The summit consisted of various workshops, lectures, courses, concerts, and other social events addressing topics like clean water and renewable energy, as well as the necessary food and nutrition to develop a sustainable community in the Red Planet. NASA has shown interest in getting to Mars in the coming decades, and this type of event seeks to promote the interest of young people in participating in the future plans of the space agency. Fatima Vargas told the Mexican National Council of Science and Technology, CONACYT, that her workshop was about the food that astronauts should have. Fatima and 3 other young kids organized and performed various balanced diets, and that was how the Space Taco was born, which could become a complete food for astronauts and could also help with the difficulties of leading a healthy diet in space. On October 29th at 2 p.m., the Grand Parade of the Day of the Dead will be held in Mexico City. This mega display will start at the Angel of Independence Monument and will end at the Zócalo, the city's main square. There will be diverse floats with representative figures of the Mexican culture and tradition as seen in the 007 movie Spectre. Since the premiere of the film, Mexico City's government showed interest in making a similar parade as the one that appears in the first sequence of the motion picture, because even though the Day of the Dead is a tradition that is celebrated every year, we have never had something like what was presented in the blockbuster. The parade will be divided into 3 segments. The first one will portray the pre-Hispanic era, where monumental representations of Mictlán, Tlaltecutli, and Huitzilopochtli will march. The second segment will be about the conquest, the Baroque Mexico, and the altars for the children. And the third one will display the Catrina, which is the iconic heritage of the Mexican illustrator José Guadalupe Posadas. The parade is organized by the Ministry of Local and Federal Tourism and will aim to become an icon of Mexico City, thus consolidating it as a favorite culture destination in the world. There will be complementary activities, such as the opening of the Macro Ofrenda, which translates literally as macro offering, designed by the plastic artist Betsabe Romero. There will also be various altars for everyone to observe in the historical center of the city. In order for this journey to take place, somewhere around 1,000 and 1,500 people will be responsible for dancing, assembling, and giving mobility to the floats and to the alebrijes, which are art sculptures of fantastical creatures. The parade is expected to have a resounding success and therefore become an important tradition in Mexico City, and is looking forward to annually attract hundreds of tourists to be part of this tribute to one of the most representative traditions of Mexico. This was all for today. My name is Mara Thompson, and this is Daily Report by Mexico News Network. Remember to follow us on our social networks and to log on to mexiconewsnetwork.com for more positive information on Mexico and the world. Thanks for stopping by.